Welcome to the Disability Forever Homes podcast. My name's Bruno, and this show is for SDA investors, support coordinators, and anyone involved in the specialist disability accommodation who wants practical, real-world insight, not just theory. Each episode, I break down what's happening in the SDA market, what causes vacancy, what actually fills home, and to get better outcomes for participants and investors. Today we're talking about the real engine behind SDA placements. It's not just listings, it's not just Housing Hub, it's not just ads, it's relationships, and specifically relationships with support coordinators and the broader referral network. And we're also going to talk about something that's becoming more common in parts of Australia, oversupply. Because when there are multiple SDA homes sitting vacant in the same pocket, the market becomes competitive fast. So in this episode, I'm going to cover big things. How to get support coordinators to refer participants to your property consistently without sounding salesy or pushy. How to win in oversupplied areas, what to change, how to position your property, and how to stand out without doing anything silly. This is going to be a practical episode. I'll give you exact scripts you can use for cold calls, for voicemails, for emails, for follow-ups, and for turning a no into a future referral. And I'm going to explain the difference between properties that fill and properties that just sit. Let's get into it. What support coordinators actually want. Before we talk about scripts, you need to understand what support coordinators want. Because if you don't understand their world, you'll sound like every other provider. Support coordinators are busy. They've got participant crisis. They've got paperwork. They've got families calling them. They've got providers chasing them. They've got plan reviews. They've got housing urgency. So they don't want long emails, confusing brochures, pressure, or a provider who creates more work. Support coordinators want 5 things. Number 1, they want speed. If a participant is housing ready and you take 3 days to apply or to reply, you're out. Number 2, clarity. They want to immediately understand who the home suits, what category it is, whether it's shared or single, what the next step is. They want trust. They want to know you'll communicate professionally and you won't overpromise, and you'll manage the household properly. Number 4, they want low friction. They want a simple process, easy to book inspections, easy to get information, easy to progress a potential match. Number 5, participant outcomes. They want the participant to be safe, stable, and supported. Here's the key idea. Support coordinators don't refer to the best house. They refer to the provider that feels most reliable. That's how you win referrals. Your referral funnel. How referrals actually happen. Let me explain the referral funnel in simple terms. Most people think referrals happen like this. Coordinator sees my property. Coordinator refers participant. Done. But in reality, referrals happen in stages. And the first stage is recognition. They recognise your name. They've seen an email from you before, a message, a flyer, a short pack, a LinkedIn connection. You are not a stranger. On stage 2, it's relevance. Then they think, this might be useful. Maybe not now, but later. And then the third stage is trust. Then they think, this person is professional. They're consistent. They don't waste my time. The fourth stage is the trigger. Then a participant comes up and they think of you. That's when the referral happens. So the referrals are not just one-off events. They're built through consistency, visibility, professionalism, and follow-up. The coordinator pack gets opened. Now, let's talk about the pack, because this alone can change your results. You don't want a 10-page marketing brochure. You want a one-page coordinator pack, which should include the property name and suburb, the SDA design category, the dwelling type, whether it's a house, a villa, or an apartment, the number of bedrooms, the bathrooms, the overnight assistance status, shared or single occupancy, key features written in plain English, distance to hospitals, shops, public transport, who it suits without being too narrow, inspection process, the contact details, response time promise. And this is important. Support coordinators don't want sales talk. They want decision-making information. Here's an example sentence you can use inside the pack. We aim to respond to all inquiries within the same business day and can usually arrange an inspection within 3 to 5 days, subject to availability. That's gold to a coordinator. It reduces stress. Outreach scripts, which is cold calling, voicemails and emails. The first one, cold calling script to the support coordinators, goes something like this. Hi George, it's Bruno from Disability Forever Homes. Have I caught you at a good time? Great, no stress, I'll be really quick. We help fill and manage SDA properties across Australia. The reason why I'm calling today is we've got some current availabilities and up and coming availability. And I wanted to introduce ourselves as a housing option that you can keep in your back pocket. Just so I don't waste your time, are you currently supporting any participants looking for SDA now? Or is it something that just comes up occasionally? What we do is we pause then and listen. If it's a yes, we say, okay, great, perfect. What location are you looking for? And what category are you basically looking for? Great. If you're happy, I can email you a short one-page pack today with all the information, and then we can organise a walkthrough. If nothing matches exactly, I'm still happy to keep in touch because new options come up all the time. Most coordinators I speak to don't have someone every week. It's usually periodic. Would it still be helpful if I emailed you our current availability list so you've got it ready when a housing need comes up? Great. What's the best email to send it to? And then we close. Thanks, George. I'll send it through today and I'll keep it short and clear. I really appreciate your time. If it goes to voicemail, this is what we say. Hi, George. My name's Bruno and I'm calling from Disability Forever Homes. We assist with SDA vacancies and participant matching. I'll send you a short email with our current availability as a reference. And if you have a participant looking for an SDA, we can organise a walkthrough quite quickly. My number is thanks and I'll speak to you very soon. Very simple. And the next one is an email. In the subject, SDA vacancy availability list, Disability Forever Homes as a company. Again, the email reads, Hi George, my name's Bruno from Disability Forever Homes. We help fill and manage SDA properties across Australia, working with support coordinators to assist participants to find suitable housing options. I've attached our current availability list for your reference. If any option looks suitable, we can arrange an inspection or a walkthrough this week. If you'd like to reply with the participant's preferred location and SDA category, whether shared or single, I'll narrow down the most suitable options. Kind regards, Bruno, Disability Forever Homes. Again, clear, concise, to the point. So now it's the follow-up email within about a week. And the subject reads, quick follow-up, SDA availability list. Hi George, just following up on the SDA availability list I sent through last week. If you have a participant currently exploring housing, feel free to share the preferred location and SDA category. I'll come back to you with the closest matches. If you don't have anyone right now, no problem. Happy to keep you updated as new properties become available all the time. Kind regards, Bruno. The next one is, we don't have that area script. Thanks for sharing those details. We don't currently have availability in that exact suburb. However, we do have options in nearby areas and other regions that may still suit depending on the participant's supports, transport needs and preferences. If you'd like to tell me a thing or two must-haves, for example, category, single versus shared, or any non-negotiables, I'll send the closest suitable options. Now, turning a no into a future referral. When someone says not interested or we already have providers, don't argue with this. Say this, no worries, I understand, just so I'm respectful of your time, would it be okay if I emailed your one-page overview of who we are and our current availability purely as a backup in case something urgent comes up? And if you prefer no emails, that's okay, just tell me and I won't follow up. That line is powerful because it's polite and it gives them control and it positions you as a professional. Now, let's talk about how to win in oversupplied areas. Oversupply doesn't mean SDA is dead. It means the easy days are gone in certain pockets. When you have multiple similar homes in the same suburb, the one that fills is usually the one with the clearest positioning, the best presentation, the fastest response, and the smoothest intake process. So what do? Well, stop competing on vague claims. Don't say, amazing SDA home, perfect for participants. That's generic. Say what matters, who it suits, what daily life looks like, what supports can work here, how quickly you can move someone through that process. Upgrade the presentation in oversupplied areas. Average photos get ignored. Professional photos, clean styling, a short walkthrough video, not negotiable. Increase your speed and reduce friction. Oversupply means participants have options. If you take too long, they move on. Your goal, respond the same day. Offer an inspection within the 3 to 5 days. Have your info pack ready immediately. Make the home feel like a home. A lot of SDA homes look clinical. Warmth matters. Good lighting matters. Furnishing and flow matters. People choose environments they can imagine living in. Create a point of difference. Here are examples of real differentiators. Better bedroom setup for privacy. Stronger sound separation. Outdoor space that's usable. A more comfortable overnight assistance room arrangement. Storage that makes life easier. Thoughtful tech or safety features. Genuinely accessible paths and spaces that feel easy. Expand the referral net in oversupplied areas. Don't rely on one channel. You want support coordinators, occupational therapists, allied health, hospital discharge planners where relevant, SIL providers, plan managers as a visibility touch point, not for decision making. And again, professional communication wins. Be realistic about fit and adjust. Sometimes a home is vacant because it's a mismatch. That could mean wrong household model, shared versus single, wrong target cohort, wrong messaging, small accessibility tweaks needed. The best operators get honest early and adjust. They don't just wait for the market. Let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. If you want support coordinator referrals, you need consistent visibility, a one-page pack that's clear, fast professional responses, a low friction inspection and intake. If you're in an oversupply area, you need better positioning, better presentation, faster speed, clearer process, and a real point of difference. And the biggest message of all, support coordinators refer to providers they trust, not providers who talk the loudest. Thanks for listening. If you found this episode useful, share it with another SDA investor or a support coordinator. It generally helps more people find the right housing. If you'd like support with participant matching, reducing vacancy, or understanding what your property is best suited for, reach out to Disability Forever Homes. My name's Bruno, and I'll see you in the next episode.